Hello and welcome back to episode 43 of The Long Dark. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So, we are a little short on food at the moment, and there is some bear meat that I can go and get, but that's kind of the opposite direction from everything else that I want to do right now. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to head for the second bunker, which is pretty close, well, it's reasonably close to a couple of markers for the Blackrock mission. I think that'll be a more productive use of our day. Oh, that's the smoke from the bonfire. That's kind of cool. It frequently looks like it fades out pretty quick. So the good news is that we should have a much easier time finding our next survivor from the plane, because we found a whole bunch of flares in the town hall, as you might recall. I think that those spawned when we got the mission to go look for the second round of survivors, so I don't think I overlooked them for very long. And hell, it's not like anybody's going to tell me I'm wrong, because, as usual, ain't nobody watching. It's just me and the wilderness. I'm really glad that we found that moose hide satchel, so that I actually have a little bit of flexibility with my carry weight, because I just cannot bear to put things away. And I'm a little bit worried that that chest that I've been storing stuff in the town hall is gonna suddenly get emptied on me. I just have a vague idea that that's something that happened before. But if it does, it does. And when we got thrown out of the trapper's cabin, we did get our stuff back, so it'll probably be okay. Man, remember when we were freezing in this wind instead of just mildly uncomfortable? Doing all those side quests was definitely the right choice, so we're going to continue on that trend. Because I don't think there's any scenario where doing the side quests doesn't pay off. Alright. So we need to cross one more bridge and then we'll be close to the bunker. Or do we want to go do the Blackrock thing first? Our belly's pretty full, we got time. This is a good moment to make some bad decisions, right? Like sliding down this hill on our butts. Shouldn't have crossed this bridge in the first place, but I think we can just walk across the frozen river. I kind of wish that the survivors wouldn't just be constantly bleeding out even though they're not wounded. I feel like it really hampers the exploration. I get that it's slightly more realistic because you wouldn't want to just leave them out. Well, Wolf, I'm just going to go ahead and say thanks for the fresh goodies. That ought to be good for us. It's a little dangerous because we are now quite stinky. I don't actually know if there are regular wolves in this region as well as the timber wolves. But the fact that that one ran away from us means, I think, that he's on his own, which means that he shouldn't bother us. And you can bet that that means that I'm going to get my ass chewed on here in a few minutes. But that's just life out here in the quiet apocalypse. So I do not remember this Blackrock side quest. I think I remember finding those first 2 dead guys that I found back in the first episode of episode 3. But the rest of it, I do believe that's our target. I'm much less clear on, and I wonder if that quest got fleshed out as a part of the episode 4 release. That's definitely a dead guy. Oh no, it's a dead guy in a fire. Okay. Oh, he's got another arrow in him.
So brutal.
Thanks. I like arrows.
Guess be prepared for anything.
I like beef jerky. I like wood matches. What a lovely guy. Got all kinds of things that I like. Convict note. Something out here hunting us. Didn't see 'em coming. Thought we lost the hacks down low by the road. Eyes open, fellas, or we'll never get out of here.
Probably useful.
No thanks. Don't really need liquids anyway. Well, if I hadn't found the arrow in the guy's back, I would have assumed that the something hunting them was timberwolves, but I don't think timberwolves use bows, do you? And since it's not timberwolves, I wonder who it is. Why? Why did you build your fire outside of the shelter of the wind? You bozo. Okay, so we're running short on daylight, but on the other hand, Astrid seems to be a nighttime kind of girl, so I think what we'll do is we'll just head off for the next one. We've got some wood, we're doing good on temperature, we've got some deer to cook. So I think, yeah, we'll do that first, and then we can see about the bunker after. Where did I find the bow? I've already forgotten. It wasn't with the guy that was wearing the wolfskin coat, was it? Maybe it was. Alright, this is a little off course, but... Oh! We could do an ice fish here. If we needed to. Pensive Pond. We don't need to do an ice fish, but... You know what? I'm going to leave the firewood in case I decide to come back and do an ice fish. Nope. Nope. Yes. That's not a spot where we should need an accelerant. So it'll be better put to use out in the field where we might need to light a fire in a hurry. I'm still really glad that I was able to light that fire in the clutch when I was carrying Gwen around and got attacked by the wolves. That would have been really inconvenient if I hadn't been able to do that. Cedar? Yeah. I'll take it. And there's the road. All right. I suddenly got an idea that there might be a bear around here somewhere. I don't think I've heard it. And I really don't have any reason to back it up. But there's got to be more than just the one bear on the map, right? And I think I need 2 pelts if I want to make the bearskin bedroll, which I'm very excited about. Because not only will it make it'll make me even more scary to wolves, but it's also super warm. And yeah, I've mostly beat the cold in this area, but it doesn't hurt to have a little extra. And I mean, who doesn't want a bearskin bedroll? I think that would be really cool. I wouldn't just go out and kill a bear just so that I could... Oh! What do you know? Wouldn't go out and kill a bear just so that I could steal its skin and make it into a bedroll or a blanket or something, but... You know, if circumstances were such that I wound up killing a bear for legitimate reasons, it would be a shame to let that skin go to waste, wouldn't it? Okay, so that is a bear down there, and I want him. It doesn't look like a good spot to fight a bear, because there is no nearby refuge, so I can't play my silly in and out of the car game like I did before. So if I want to take that bear, I'm going to have to think real hard about it. And maybe what I should think is, no, that's the wrong bear. Don't mess with it. Okay, time to go uphill, I think. I do want that bearskin, though. The other inconvenient thing about that place is that I won't have a good spot to store all of the tasty bear meat that I would collect. And it would be a real shame to waste that, because bear meat is fantastic. So we got a cave here, and I'm guessing... Yeah.
Never know.
Yep.
Useful.
Nice. Use this stuff to push on up and out of this place. No end to these hills, but we got no other way. That thing is still out there.
And more arrows. Now to find those supplies. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. Okay, well, we got a little bit of shelter and we got a campfire. So let's go ahead and cook some deer, since we're here. And then maybe we'll take a torch and go into the cave, see if there's anything else in there. Cook. Yes. Cook. Uh-huh. I think I only get 2 slots. Yeah. Okay. I've got a fur, but I've got... that's not what I wanted. Damn it. Torch. There. And... Okay. So now I can go ahead and rest it out.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
You know what? Let's go ahead and have these peaches. Might as well take advantage of the warming up bonus while the winds come up for the evening. And I might as well eat this rabbit too, right? Yeah. Soon. It's quite dark in that cave. We are pretty close to that bear, so ordinarily I'd be worried that this was where the bear hangs out. But I think bear caves are generally marked by bones outside, so I think we're going to be okay. But hey, it's always a good day to get eaten by a bear. Eat it. Okay, so if I take a torch... 41 minutes, 35 minutes, okay. I would not say that the torch is super helpful. Got a little shelter in here. Oh, and one of the caches.
This'll come in handy.
Excellent, that's a lot of revolver rounds. Okay, good find. Now, what else have we got on our map? We got the bunker. We got a couple of peeps to save. Cool. So I think that's what we got left on our to-do list. Might as well just wait that out. We are getting kind of sleepy. There's a part of me that says, well, why not just have a little nap? The fire's going to go out before it burns the venison. We might as well just sleep right now. Look at that. Feels like 1 degree. We don't need to sleep the whole night away, since it'll be reasonably comfortable. And if I'm going to mess with that bear, I'm going to do it another time, so... but you know what? Now it's a blizzard, which means if I intend to go out in it, that's going to be real rough to watch. So we might as well actually just sleep until morning. Feels like -5. That might be too cold. Do a little test nap. No, well, the blizzard cleared, so good enough. Let's do it. So you need to go a little bit more to the left. So if that's not the bear's cave, that must mean that there's another cave nearby for that bear to hang out in. We'll just have to mess with him another time. I'd be inclined to do it off camera because it might be very silly and kitey. On the other hand, if I screw it up, it would be pretty funny. So, how am I doing on weight? I did cook all of it, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I don't need more firewood right now. Just keep moving. We are headed for a bunker anyway. There ought to be plenty of exciting things that we want there. It is bunker number 2, right? I didn't forget about a bunker. Pretty sure it's bunker number 2. Still need to head more lefterly. I don't think we've seen any auroras yet with Astrid. With the exception of the one that brought down the plane, of course. they're not very important to this chapter episode, since it's not like we're waiting for one to go through a dam or something like that. Still, it's a weird sort of juxtaposition to go from the abundant auroras we saw in episode 2 to not seeing any now. Not a great spot for a descent, is it? Don't descend. Head upstream. Or downstream. I think it's downstream. Probably get a better slope this way anyway. I checked in between episodes and I don't have crafting recipes yet for the deerskin pants and mittens. And I believe those are the... Well, that's not a better slope, is it? I believe those are the last things I need to complete my outfit. Fashion is very important to me, so I want to make sure that happens. I thought I was going to get those from one of the side quests, but I don't think I have more of those active except for the bunker raid. So maybe I get them as part of the bunker raid. Maybe I need to kill some rabbits. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. I'm not too worried about running out of calories in this region. We got deers and we got bears. And we got an infinite fire at the town hall. So, yeah, not expecting any issues on that front. And we're getting close. It's probably up here in these boulders, which isn't really a great place for a bunker on account of, yep, there it is, on account of it would be really hard to dig. But I guess being difficult to find is important too. Here we go. You know what else Astrid hasn't got is a flashlight. Of course, with no auroras, it doesn't matter much. Okay. Rifle rounds. Flare rounds. More rifle rounds. This is an excellent spot already.
I'll take it.
Heavy cable knit wool sweater. That is a solid sweater. Wool long johns. Excellent. Good peaches. Wow, look at all this.
Yeah, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah. Children playing along Pensive Pond know him as Big Eddie. He'd eat every bit of bread, meat, or other foodstuffs they would toss into the water, hoping to lure the massive fish to the surface. Of course, being children, their fascination with the creature meant they could spend hours along the banks of the pond, waiting for him to appear. Others in the valley, being of more restrained disposition, felt obliged to leave the fish in peace. Who can say what the truth of the story might be? Alright, and I believe that's going to be a... Yeah, okay. Go to Pensive Pond. That brings him fishing tackle. All these quakes are a sign. Old world's coming down around me. Got to be on the move, can't stay still. Got to get away. Got to get up higher, someplace in the open sky, past the timberline, way up. Alrighty, so the next bunker is going to be up high. And we'll search this and then get the hell out of here.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Yep. Okay, clothes. So our wolf is our outer layer now. Oh, but that's decent thick wool sweater versus new fisherman sweater. Better all round. Excellent. We'll just go ahead and leave that here. We're still overburdened.
Best be prepared for anything.
That distress pistol is in very good condition, but I don't really want to carry it around right now. So I'll just do my best to remember that it's here. And speaking of the area being good on calories, we got all of that as well. Still overburdened. Come on. Not that one. This one. Oh yeah, the Long Johns. Those could definitely replace some thermal undies. And we are still overburdened. I don't need all this antiseptic. And that gets us back under the line. Put that away before you use up all your fuel. Okay. So our next side quest is actually back at Pensive Pond, which is pretty close by. And those survivors can wait. So let's head toward the pond. This way. I don't think the pond is right there. I think we gotta go further. So we're apparently gonna go and try and catch a real big fish. Which I don't have the carry weight for. You know what? We're going to leave that. Because you know what that fish is going to be? It's going to be a big old pile of calories that I can give to the people in the town hall in order to make that quest go a little faster. So I think that's a better order of operations there. And unlike giant fish, survivors don't take up valuable carry weight for us, so yeah, that'll be much better. I spent all that effort getting back under carry weight, and then I stepped out of the bunker and immediately ate a kilogram of deer meat. We've already investigated that blood splatter, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's the same thing. And I'm pretty sure that guy doesn't have any more arrows for me. Yes, cross the bridge. So we're headed back out toward Molly's house. We could stop in and say hello to her. I don't know that she would let us in. But we could try. I'm very interested to see if the earthquakes and the aurora are going to turn out to be related, or if they're just both contributing factors to the decline of this area. Oh yeah, I didn't have a pry bar when I was here before. Fat lot of good it did me. Man, I went from having no flare gun flares at all to being swimming in flare gun flares. And if I remember to use my marine flares, they ought to last me a while too. Yeah, how are we doing? We gotta get past Molly's house. Yeah, so she's just right there. We really could stop in and see her. Now that there's not a blizzard on. kind of curious about... Was it just that distance there? Was that as far as we had to walk? Or did we follow that? We didn't follow that. Maybe we did. There's a house over there, too. I think that is where we went. Okay. But yeah, that makes more sense. That means I haven't checked this outbuilding out. Doesn't look like... What is that squeaking sound? Can you hear that? It is an upsetting noise. I don't like it. I can go back in. But you know what else I can do is notice my timer and see that we're all out of time for episode 43. So come back and see me again in episode 44 for a possible conversation with Molly and a probable rescue of another survivor. Talk to you soon.